Yo, what's up everyone again? So this video is about rear brakes, how I use my rear brake. So you see in the last video, I covered how I use my fingers to control the front brakes. I'm sure most of you have heard that a lot of bikers are advising you to always use the front brakes, but no one actually practices with rear brakes. So why do we have rear brakes in the first place? Is it the manufacturer's way of bringing out the hooligan in you? So let's find out when and where I actually use the rear brakes. I'm not saying it's the best way to do it, I'm just saying how I do it. Everyone sees racers and hooligans often using the rear brakes to control their wheelies and looking cool. Not a lot of riders actually utilize the rear brakes effectively. More often than not, riding schools or tutors would often teach you that the main usage of the rear brakes is to help you slow down the bike drastically when applied together with the front brakes. Now this is very true, but most of us will only ever use it in this situation. You sometimes see riders losing their front with over excessive braking without even touching the rear. Another usage of the rear brakes that you often see are racers and hooligans who use it to control the wheelies. I'm not condoning wheelies, as these are actually quite fun once you master them. But there are situations where your front wheel accidentally comes up. Gently touch the rear brakes and close your throttle, and the front wheel will come down nicely. I'm sure all of you have had the experience of running wide whilst taking a turn. Usually in this situation, you would press the front brake whilst trying to complete the turn. But what it does is whenever you press the front brakes, the bike actually wants to sit upright. So the next time you make a turn, try using your rear brakes to slow the bike down during the turn. You will find that the bike does actually slow down enough and you will still be able to hold the lean angle, allowing you to complete your turn. Whenever there is less traction, the rear brakes also help to stop the bike down, which lessens the risk of losing the front. Mostly you will see off-road and motocross riders utilize this, even more so with flat-track riders since their bikes only have rear brakes. This is also a very good habit to develop whenever your bike does leave the pavement. And that concludes my very short video on how I use my rear brakes when I'm riding my motorcycle. So one thing about riding motorcycles is knowledge is not enough. You need experience. They go hand in hand, guys. So go out there, train and practice in a safe environment like in a track, or if you like off-road, just find a patch of dirt somewhere and just do it over and over again. And I can guarantee you, practice will make you a better rider and you'll have fun doing it. You bring out the youth in you, and most definitely it makes you a safer rider. So yeah, go out guys, have fun, practice. Until then, stay safe, ride safe. Ciao.